especially because dyes and indigo and sulfur formulation, with such diversity is not carried out in many sites around the world in Archroma, basically. So let's move to the second slide, please. Okay, this is just to give you a view what Archroma is globally. We are a specialty dyes and chemicals company. Our focus markets are textiles, packaging, paper, and more recently, construction. Our headquarters are in Europe, in Switzerland. We are spread into 40 countries and with 30 production sites with over 4,000 employees. However, we operate in more than 100 countries with offices and sales and lab functions. The recent acquisition of Huntsman has actually given more diversity and more strength to the portfolio that we have as Archroma now, especially with reference to dyes and digital inks and all the latest technologies which Huntsman was leading in the past is now also part of Archroma as a whole. Next, please. Next. This is just a summary, and this is how we will take you through the slides, just to give you what topics we will cover with respect to the company, the CSR, some strategic and operational developments, something on finance and ratios, and a bit on the outlook. Yeah. Okay, so again, this is more of a local presentation. On the right, you see is Jamshoro site, again, with a different view. It's a huge site spread over 100 acres with a lot of green area, actually, along with the production facilities that you see here. And then what you don't see also on the right side, there is more farm area and green area across the whole site. On the right photograph, we have this our Landi site, which is actually legacy BASF, so which is also now part of Archroma for more than 10 years now. So I tried to cover what areas Archroma is strong in, and more or less all the activities that globally Archroma is doing. Locally, Archroma Pakistan is also very strong in all the segments that we operate in. Please. Okay, this is basically our strategy or our way of working is that we create value through pioneer brand collaborations. If you can go on the next slide, please. So these are all, or some, I would say, not all, some of the global leading brands of textile, and we have globally partnerships with almost all of these leading brands, be they from Europe or US or Asia. So everywhere, Archroma is working not only with its customers, but also the customers at the back, which are these partners or brands, which are actually taking input from our customers. Next. This is a brief timeline of Archroma, basically starting from 2010. We are a green company. You can see this from all the milestones here. Our chemistries are all sustainable. Anything that you would consider dirty or not related to water or not water-based is not produced anywhere in any site in Archroma, not only in Pakistan, but it's everywhere. So that's the philosophy that Archroma works on, basically. So you'll see all the products also sustainable, as you see earth colors, you see fluorine-free chemicals, you see aniline-free indigo dyes for denim, So basically, and then in the end, you see fiber colors, also the recycled material. So all um, the landmarks basically relating to products you'll see are on the way the company operates or the philosophy the company operates. On the bottom first left, you also see on this timeline, this is a global timeline, by the way, for Archroma. You also see our set facility in Jamshoro. This is one of a kind facility, not only in Pakistan, but also globally for a chemical company with a zero discharge. We take our water from River Indus and we recycle this water up to 80%, and whatever is left also is also taken care of in the form of sludge, dried, and then incinerated. So it's taken care to the very end. If you look at on the bottom of these brands, Esprit and Primark, EcoVadis rating of Archroma has always been also very high. Still, it's in the top five after the acquisition of Huntsman. Also, we are still a gold standard. We have been a platinum standard, and we are going towards again with this new acquisition back to the platinum standard. Meaning, all the suppliers that we work with are also sustainable or have sustainable rating. So this is, you can see in through the whole timeline also. The basic culture of the company is dependent on sustainability. Next, please. Yeah, we have covered this a bit, but just to give you why we call ourselves an industry powerhouse is that all the historical brands globally have come one way or the other into Archroma, be it Sandoz, be it Clariant, be it Hooks, be it BASF, and now more recently Huntsman. They are all combined into this one brand, which is now Archroma. So they have been all the leading brands globally for over 200 years. Some of the names that I just took. So there is a lot of legacy. There is a lot of history that Archroma carries in its name, in its DNA, I would say, which is why it's a preferred supplier to the industry, and that's why in the second column we are a leader in providing sustainability solutions. The right part is mostly we have covered in the previous slides. I think I don't need to explain this much with the audience that we have today. You all know it's a recognized leadership here in Pakistan also. We have been blessed with all these awards and certifications, which have been adding up till today as we speak. Next. This gives you a bit of flavor of how the businesses work. Globally, Archroma has now two divisions or two businesses. Sometimes it's called as a division, sometimes it's called as a business, Textile Effects, and the other is Packaging Technologies. On the right side, from the numbers, you can see that 89-90% of our business is textile driven. Globally, this would be a bit different. Globally, it's more 75 and 25. But in Pakistan, we are heavily tilted on textiles, and that's why we are also working to diversify. So PT has been growing when it used to be below 10%. If some of you are looking at the numbers in last 2, 3, 4 years, so it's growing. It's a new carve out from the old setup, and with a more focus on applications for packaging, which is a growing segment globally, and also a focus especially for our region, Middle East, Africa, and Asia, on the construction side. I will discuss more this later. Other than that, for textiles, we support the whole textile supply chain, right from spinning to finishing. We have products and solutions in all the segments that you see here, be it pre-treatment, dyeing, printing, etc. So we are present in each and every segment with a range of products available for every type of technical application that a textile house or a mill would need. Next, please. This is just a bit of business overview. I'm sure you have read this with the recent announcement of accounts. We have had a good year of sales in last 9 months. We will discuss this more in detail going forward. We had a good profitability also. We distributed dividend also after a couple of years of gap. So overall, 9 months performance has been strong for the company, especially from last year comeback. Next. Okay, this is the slide where at least I would like to capture most of what we have done in this year, because last year was very challenging for us as company, and all of you would agree as country also, because a lot of our challenges were related to macro challenges, which also affected Archroma businesses and company also. So what we have done good in this year is that we have regained a lot of share that we lost last year. So this is basically also supported with localization. What we are doing is that we have been able to transfer a lot of dyes manufacturing, especially which has come with the acquisition of Huntsman. Some of you who are aware of the business would know that Huntsman was always looked up to in terms of its dyes portfolio and application and solutions. Even our colleagues used to envy sometimes on the solutions or the dyes that Huntsman used to carry. And what has happened is that in last 2 years, Huntsman business has become part of Archroma. So what we have done in the last 1 year, especially, a lot of transfer of manufacturing has shifted to Jamshoro, especially for textiles. So some sales have commercialized or has started to ramp up, but more of it is expected to come next year, if I put it, because you could understand that these volumes have just recently shifted. Some of them have just started in last month or last 2 months, and so they will all start to add up. The reason being that our competitiveness improves. First of all, of course, we all know that industry imports a lot of dyes, our textile industry in Pakistan. Now, in dyes also, on all the latest trends, share some of the slides going forward that are coming up in textile industry. We can provide our industry or our customers a local solution, which is in certain cases less than 2 hours drive from where it is manufactured, versus lead times of 50, 90 days for our customers if they import this from outside. So this is being the main feature. Our focus also for next year is dyes growth and progress. Without saying that, it's not that we are not growing in other segments. We have regained a lot of indigo business also that we lost because of macro business and certain supply related challenges also that we had some months back for hydrogen. So all this has been sorted out, and now the business is progressing well locally also, for exports also. We are also gaining a lot of business in finishing. We have come up with new solutions, new products, especially this year, which are now just started to, I would say, commercialize in some of markets, not only for exports, but also for local. All these ladies wear that you see coming from Faisalabad, especially, and also from Karachi, has a lot of dyes, printing, and finishing applications. So we are gaining, or we have just started to gain that business also. Some of the segments that I just mentioned in the beginning that we are as Archroma diversifying is home, personal care, leather, and also some co-producer business. So in home care, I will share a bit more, but here also we have developed solutions for leading uh, uh, detergent manufacturers or washing soap manufacturers of Pakistan. We have started to provide them solutions in copolymers, in certain dyes, in certain pigments, and that business is slowly and gradually growing. Some of you know the history a bit. We started this 3 to 4 years back, but in last couple of years, now we are not only expanding the portfolio, but we are also expanding on the customer base here. Personal care is one thing where we were not there, and this is something also we have entered this year with some solutions for colors for personal care range. So this is also growing segment, cosmetics and personal care. I'm sure you all are aware, and this is also a growth market for future for Archroma. Leather has come into a more refocus, I would say. It used to be traditional business back when the company was Clariant, but in Archroma also, in last 2 to 3 years, it's a refocus, and it's the same for us also in Pakistan. And so here also we have gained a lot of new business. We have developed some latest solutions for the leather industry, and this business is also going. On the co-producer part, we are also collaborating with some brands, I would say, in chemistries or industries where we are not there. So currently also we are working on some very good projects, I can say, with some US based brands, and we would be going forward looking into producing some solutions for them in Pakistan, which currently the country actually imports from outside. Um, if we come to exports, I think I covered this a bit, but here something new to add again here is apart from denim, where we lost a bit of business a year and a half back. We have regained that business again in our major markets, which are Turkey, Bangladesh, and Vietnam. And in addition to that, we have been working for last couple of years on some possibilities for exports in our packaging technology business, more for construction related. So what has just recently happened is that we have got our first order for construction chemicals for Africa, actually, which is a huge market. I'm sure you all would understand this region, Middle East and Africa, Saudi, UAE, Africa is all growing with construction. And here also, with our local strengthening of the portfolio, now we have started to enter export markets also, because we are the closest in terms of our Archroma world also and geographically also to this region. You would see on the right. I'm not capturing the numbers because you can see them how they are improving. I'm just giving you a qualitative explanation how these numbers are reflecting. So we have improved a lot in terms of raw material sourcing. We are continuously working on new sources, as you would understand with the 3 to 400 product portfolio that we have. So a lot of work has been done here. We have done a lot of cost optimization in terms of processes. Basically, I would again talk here about dyes because a lot of new processes and chemistry has come to us as a technology transfer from Huntsman, which has given us a lot of room to improve or save on energy and water in our processes in Jamshoro. What we have done recently is We have also entered into power purchase agreements for both our sites, Jamshoro and Landi, and the work has started. So you'll see this also more working or giving us more savings in next year, starting from quarter 2, basically. Margins improvement is there because of uh, cost improvement, as you would understand. Also, pricing decisions we have taken in certain cases. Plus, we have also started to look at direct selling models also because of EFS. So EFS also gives us and our customers an edge to procure and sell duty free, which also promotes or helps us in improving our margins when we sell directly to customers. So we have worked a lot on the distribution model, also on the product mix also, and that's what you see all in the profitability numbers. If we come to the last part, which is net working capital, here also a lot of work has been done. So you can see the bars. We have almost come to 1/3 as compared to 2024 numbers. The biggest has been done in inventory. Receivables have been stable. We have reduced it further. I would say if you compare it with last year, but the major reduction has come from inventory numbers. We have worked a lot as a company, also globally and more locally, because all of this local manufacturing is also helping us, because then we are procuring raw materials instead of buying finished goods and then selling in the market from other affiliates. So all this has also helped us. Plus, as I mentioned above, that we have also worked on some sourcing geographies also. With the development in Middle East, we have started to get some of our basic raw materials also now from countries like Saudi and Dubai also in certain cases. So, and this region. So that also helps us in reducing our lead times to a certain extent. So this gives you a bit of picture on the overall business and P&L, I would say. Also balance sheet, if you look at it, net working capital of what we have done in 9 months. Next slide, please. This is just to give you a flavor of what we are getting now in Jamshoro. I tried to cover it a bit with the other slides, but these are considered to be, should I say, I mean, if you look at it, cars market, these are kind of Rolls-Royce products in the market for textiles, which are now being manufactured in Jamshoro. So Novacron S, Bold, Blacks, these are leading ranges for Huntsman, and these are now being produced. All the dark shades, especially being produced in Jamshoro, which I tried to cover in earlier slides also. Next, please. This is for a different application, continuous application, but same range also is there. Novacron EC we don't produce in Jamshoro, but we have a very good site in the region, which is supporting us here. And maybe going forward, we will also look into this because, as we all understand, that this blend or polycotton and all these trends are improving, which is obviously increasing in Pakistan also, with all the sportswear brands like Adidas and Decathlon coming into Pakistan. So this will also grow in the future. But Novacron S and Bold dyes also support these processes, and they save. I mean, it's not only the color or the strength or the durability or the fastness. It's also a lot of saving to the customers in terms of water, in terms of energy. I mean, that's how these dyes are so popular or so unique in the textile industry. Next, please. This is Evitera. This is also a more premium brand other than Novacrons. And so far, we are not manufacturing this, but I just wanted to share this, that hopefully by next year, we will also manufacture some of the dark shades for Evitera also, because we have just started to work on them. So this is an interesting product for us. We are already selling it. So we are ramping up the market for this, and this will be something which will be more exciting for us for next year.
Sir, I would like to stop. One question from one of the stakeholders specifically to that slide. How do these dyes can save water and energy?
Yeah, because you can read a bit on the technology part, because if some of you are aware of the textile process, it's a very how should I say, heat consuming process, especially the dyeing process. You need temperatures sometimes up to 300%, 300 degrees centigrade in certain processes. So what these dyes actually do is that they are cold water dyes in many of the cases. So you don't need heavy intensive energy, which is very expensive, not only in Pakistan, we all understand, but globally, this is the concern. And of course, when you don't need so much heat, you also are able to reduce in the consumption of water also. Plus the carbon emission and everything that comes with it, with this 50% reduction is on top. So you can understand how the costs go down.
Thank you. Thank you, Arvind. Yeah, please move on.
Yeah, next. Yeah, this is also we all understand a bit that how things are changing. See, people are growing, the population is growing, and there is not so much cotton in the world, basically to support that growth. So the future is more. We already find this in our textile outlets or shops. Is more blend, as we call it, or polycotton, as we call it, where there is a portion of polyester and cotton both in the dress, especially now that we call this active wear or sports wear. This is increasing the trend. You can see this in Pakistan also, but globally you can see people previously never used to wear such clothes which they wear now. If they're going out for walking or if they're going out for jogging, so you need different kind of dyes for these materials. So Terracell is one on the left. Evitara we covered previously. So this is more to do with polycotton also for disperse or polyester also. And this is something, a new breakthrough for us. We have already started to sell this in last 6 weeks. And this is a huge potential coming forward as polycotton or polyester production in Pakistan is also increasing, not only for local, but also for export. Okay, these are some of the projects which at least we wanted to share with you in areas other than textiles, basically, for import substitution. We have been, as I mentioned, we have been working on home care and personal care for last 2 to 3 years now. There has been a breakthrough development for us by the name of Leucotint Black HC, as you see. This is a pigment solution. If some of you use black shampoos, which are available in the market now, or which are more trendy, so to say, please have it. This is our solution. And this is sustainable solution, eco-friendly, health-wise, skin wise. Everything is how should I say, green in this pigment. It's not an ordinary pigment that would hurt your skin or would hurt your hair. There has been a lot of work on the back for the development of this. A lot of tests on this, not only in Pakistan, but actually outside of Pakistan to help us develop this. So this is a huge success for us in the personal care business recently. So one of the few successes that we wanted to share here. Same is here, the green Printofix green edge that you see, the green color dishwashing bars, which are very common in the market. A lot of these leading producers that we have in Pakistan for detergents used to import this because they did not local pigments, as you understand, or cheap pigments don't offer this skin friendly or environment friendly solutions of pigments. So this was a big import for these industries, which we have now started to produce locally for last 5 to 6 months, or maybe beginning of this year. And now this is a great potential or growing business for us in the home care range actually. Last one is one it's also again it's a eco-friendly dye because you know how we use tissues on the face and the skin. So all these tissue manufacturers, leading tissue manufacturers in the upcountry, they were previously importing this dye, which we have replaced recently. This is once red. We've also developed violet and blue, basically, and that has also just started to sell a bill. So just to give you a bit of an idea into some segments other than textiles, where we have had recent successes. This is in our DNA. Wherever we are, in Jamshoro, in Landi, in Kurangi, we keep doing all these activities. Basically, we keep supporting, in fact, local or governmental organizations also, because we have talent and we have knowledge within our teams. So we also invite our suppliers, we also invite our customers. A lot of government agencies visit our plants, learn from what we do, and also ask for presentations from our team. So all this is something that we keep on doing, is just to show you some pictures and things that we have done recently. Okay, not much is left for me to share on the financial outline here. These are some just graphs. I will just quickly cover because I've probably taken a bit more time as well. So you can see the sales numbers. You've all seen the sales numbers. Altaf, you can go down quickly. You can see these numbers. You have them in the P&L. So I will not go into much details. All the stories that I've tried to share are reflected in these numbers actually. Yeah, COGS also we have been able to reduce a lot. You can see from last year. We are still not there on where we were in year 2020 or 2021, but we want to be there, and we will be there in next coming years because there's a lot of work already happening here. I think you know this. I covered receivables also. I covered inventory also. You can see we have reduced our inventory by more than a month. So a lot of work on net working capital, profitability, improvement. Next. Okay, just a bit on the outlook to give all of us a bit more time on Q&A is fortunately, with all this happening with US tariff also, so far, Pakistan is also in a sweet spot. We don't know how it goes into coming months and weeks or years, but so far it's a very positive for us that our customers are also very positive. As a country, if you look into, some of you are more aware of textile industry, we have capacities to grow or utilize in denim. We are very strong as a country, as a denim supplier to the world. Home textiles, all these bed linen and cotton and everything, we are very strong. We have a lot of capacity in the market available. And of course, sportswear and everything, which is newly coming up. Companies like Interloop, Style, I'm sure you all are aware, they're adding to capacities, and they have capacity. So these are areas to look into for future for Pakistan, and these are of course areas for us also to look into. So we want to grow and we want to be part of these industries which have a potential, especially with this tariff situation coming up lately. We have our challenges as a country, as Pakistan, but there's a lot of opportunity now also coming up with macro level improvements that I'm sure you all are much better aware than me. I think this is it from our side. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Irfan sir.
Sorry for taking up.
No issue.
10
We are well
minutes,
within time.
yeah.
Still, we are well within time. Thank you very much for giving a detailed elucidation on the financial and operation performance, which really gives us a deep insight about the company's performance. Now, I guess we should jump over the questions. Altaf, you should come out from the presentation mode, right? I will start first question that was flagged up by Maham, right? First, we are going to address the questions that appear in the chat box. In the meantime, if any shareholder wants to be vocal, he or she can raise his hand so we can active his mic so he can be audible to us as well. Okay. So first question from Maham Farman. Can you please clarify about recent duties impact on your product portfolio?
If we are talking about our product portfolio, we have a positive impact. As you know, that government is following a path of cascading of duties. So if you're talking more specifically about raw materials, yes, there has been a positive impact on us because we manufacture, and as we understand that the country is also focusing on supporting the manufacturing. The only concern I would raise here is, or we have been raising this with the government also, is that I mean, it's not directly related to your question, but just to put it here, is EFS treatment. They have taken some measures, but we are on, I would say, on a unlevel playing field versus imports, because still most of the dyes and chemical imports is sales tax free. Whereas when we produce these products, the same products actually, which the customer is importing from outside Pakistan, we pay 18% sales tax on that. So that's a big disparity for us. It's still there, even in the EFS scheme. Other than that, for raw materials, government has been supportive. There has been a reduction in some of our raw materials, which go into, more specifically, I say, which go into detergents and pre-treatment. This was more effective from July 1, whereas a company, we can see that this will help us more.
Thank you very much, Asa. The second question was raised from Elahi Capital. How many megawatt solar have you put in your Landi, Kaurangi and Jamshoro site? You used to have 30% GP margin, now only 25%, while volumes of textile value-added products like denim have increased in the last 3 years.
Okay, so in Jamshoro, just to answer first, is 875, and in Landi it's 675.
Exactly.
So these are the numbers for solar panels that we are putting in. Of course, these are not covering full requirement of our sites, but we will do this going forward. But it will cover at the moment major part of. I mean, be able to read the remaining part of the question. Yeah. So the GP, you are absolutely right. Basically, we have suffered. I shared some of the things with you already, all of you. We are working on this. There is still a room of improvement, which I mentioned also on one of the last slides. We are still working on it, and you'll see this improving with more. Just to answer more specifically to your question that we are adding value-added products. Yes, we are adding value-added product, but there is a lot of competition also which is coming up in terms of, and that's where we get challenged in under invoicing from imports or other areas that we face challenges as a company because we produce something in Pakistan which is actually imported into Pakistan. So I shared EFS disparity is one. Under invoicing is one of our bigger challenges because the products that we produce are not obviously produced by other competition locally, so there we get challenged. Denim also, there has been a lot of competition lately, but here also we have come up with value-added products in the range, globally also, locally also, as we are talking about. So all these areas are being addressed, but some of them are not in, how can we say, not, we cannot influence the government level policy or report structure, but we are trying our best to compete.
Thank you. Another question, Irfan Saab, that was raised from Sarah Rahman. In fact, there were multiple questions. Impact of US tariff, and thereafter, can you quantify contribution specifically from Huntsman portfolio, margin outlook, any expansion plan, dividend strategy?
सारा ने कुछ चीज छोड़ी so I hope आप ठीक होंगी. So Sarah, just, I mean, I think I covered US tariff. So you know that part is done. Huntsman portfolio, we are trying to grow, and we are trying to increase. Abhi, I mean, as of present, it will be 15 to 20%, but this has a lot of potential to grow, especially in terms of dies, because of the reasons I just shared. So this will grow. This has a huge potential, as also mentioned, that we will be producing more and more of these chemistries in Pakistan, and this will help to grow the ex-Huntsman portfolio. Now, actually, it is Archroma portfolio. Margin outlook, you'll see them stable or better. I would not say much about that, but you will see improvement. So as you have seen in previous months, there are some things, but they are at a project level as far as expansion plans are concerned. Once they get more, how should I say, serious in terms of business, then we can share. But yes, as you understand, many companies, even ours, keep on evaluating what we can do next. So there are a lot of things which we are working on the back, but nothing that we would like to share now. Dividend strategy, I think you know our dividend strategy, what it was. A couple of years back, we had 1 year we did not give dividend because of the acquisition, because the time when the dividend was supposed to be declared, our case for integration was filed in the court. So we couldn't do at that particular time for a technical reason. Last year, we had our own challenges, but this year we have declared a dividend. You'll see more as the company generates more profitability.
Thank you. The next question was raised from Abdul Rafi. What is the main challenge preventing gross margin normalizing to historical mean of 30%? Is it lower sales volume or inability to pass on cost to the customers? What is the management doing to address this issue?
Some of your question I tried to answer in the previous question. The major challenge for us is imports, basically. So and I don't want to scare anyone, but this is a concern going forward also, because as you know what tariff situation is globally, we feel this will grow in terms of imports from China. So we are looking into addressing it. It's not that we are not looking into addressing it. We have raised this at government level also. We understand these imports will grow, and that's what we are preparing ourselves for. That's what all this local manufacturing projects that I shared are for the same reason, that we want to strengthen ourselves by the time these things start to get more severe. So yes, we want to go to historic 30% level. You'll see us getting close to it in coming months and years. The biggest challenge you asked was basically, it's not ability to, how should I say, cost pass through for the right reasons, but it's more on the import part, which is the challenge.
Thank you. Another question that was from Hamza. Can you please give numbers for the market share?
Hamza, I mean, we have different portfolio or segments rather in the whole value chain. In some of the segments we are very strong, and in some of the segments we need to improve. This is how, but on an average, you can say we are in the range of 20 to 25%, because you would understand there's finishing, there's pre-treatment, there's dyeing, there's denim, there's sulfur. So all these segments we have different strengths and market shares and different players competing with us. But on an average, you can say it's between the range of 20 to 25%.
Thank you. Another question, Hamza, that was taken up by Irfan Sab when he was running that particular slide. So I will take the question of, thank you, Hamza, for appreciating us. I will jump to the question of Sufyan. Could you highlight names of manufacturers that Archroma is aiding in import substitution of dyes with Diocetant, Pentafox, Carta Red?
I mean, I would say all the big players in the market. You do know the names. I don't know whether I should say it or not. But all the biggest brand producers, if you go to any supermarket, you'll see some names on the shelves of detergent powders, and they are all our customers now. We started with one. Now all of them are our customers. They're buying. In fact, local detergent manufacturers, which are now coming up, have also started to buy from us. Just to add, same is for packaging also.
Hamza, your megawatt question was addressed, right? Now, Fuzil Shuhaib, another question. What upcoming product launches can be anticipated for Archroma? And what is the estimated market size of each respective category?
Our focus is, as I mentioned, is dyes. That's where we're growing. We have got some range mentioned, Novacrons, basically. Eviteras, as I mentioned, as a range. These are all, they have a ranking, let's say, in textile production. So Evitera is a supreme quality. Then is Novacron, basically, if you put it. So basically, we are now moving towards more value-added dyes for our portfolio. We keep this development or transfer process based on development of our local market, which is Pakistan, of course. So as our customers are now growing, as we mentioned, that now they are expanding into these sportswear, activewear, which were not so much produced in Pakistan if you go back 3-4 years. So as other than cotton, polycotton, and these polyester productions are increasing, we are also going in that direction, that we produce these products locally rather than importing. So that's just to answer.
Fine. Thank you. Another one from Sufyan. Again, can you share if any upgrades have been achieved in capacities from the previously shared capacities of 52K tons in binders, 18K tons in indigo, 12K tons in dyes, 24K tons in chemicals, and 1.5K tons in pigment? And also, please share comparative capacity utilization from last year for the 9th-month period.
Just to answer, Sufyan, capacities are the same. To be very honest, we have not increased any capacities. But what we are doing is you can understand better of what we have tried to cover in last 30-40 minutes, that with all these process improvements we are doing, our potential or our utilization is getting more and more efficient. That's how I would put it. So whatever capacity that you see is more like nameplate. We are trying, or we are even making it better useful for us with the processes that we are now building up at the factory. It's just a chemical plant. It's multi-purpose. And going forward, also there will be more efficiency and utilization of all these capacities.
Thank you. So then the last question coming from K-Trade Securities. Which export market do you see the greatest growth potential in for Archroma?
I would see a great potential for Pakistan, let's put it this way, and export markets for our customers, basically. We are all very happy to see whatever is happening, and our customers are also very happy with all the things changing in this direction. But if you talk about Archroma itself exporting, something interesting is happening in Middle East and Africa. That's how I would say, because we are going into this not only this construction and chemical business, but also for home care and personal care products. So that's a potential we see the near region that we are located in terms of export markets. Otherwise, all the denim markets, whichever are growing, like Turkey and Bangladesh, and also now Vietnam, we are already there, basically. And in fact, I would say that all these countries are also, our exports are also getting more and more diversified. With we are also adding now auxiliaries to the indigo dye. A lot of good business has started to happen in Bangladesh together with the dyes. We see more of this coming to other markets also.
Thank you very much. So I believe that we have taken up all the questions, and this scores of questions shows and would incline me to say that thank you very much to all the stakeholders for showing your interest and the participation as well. I guess there is no question outstanding. Yeah.
With 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
So
well is in time.
Thank you very much for I think good organization. You were able to cover whatever we used extra in the first. If still there is anything, we are all available.
Exactly.
You can write an email.
Right.
On any questions that you want to ask, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for staying with us. If you are having any further questions, you can approach us via website as well. We will be staying at your disposal. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much. Bye. Take care. Allah Hafiz.